right, bro, I'll get you started. Just how excited are you to get back on the football field on Saturday?
Yeah, it's going to be super fun. Been working for it since pretty much January. So it's been a long time coming. I think it's not only me, but the rest of my teammates and the coaching staff are ready to go.
Yeah, Brett, the preparation leading up to Saturday, what's going to be the focus, and how are you guys going to prep for Northwestern?
Yeah, I think it's more so just about us, making sure we're ready to go, knowing our assignments, doing our job each and every play. They're a great football team. Obviously, last year they were 8-5, won their bowl game. So they're a really good Big Ten team, and, we're going to have to play really well.
Probably back at 100% now after the injury. How long do you think you've been back preparing at 100% since recovery?
Probably since the start of fall camp was when I started to feel kind of like myself again. There was probably about 9.5 months where it was like, didn't know if I was going to be ready week one, didn't know if I was going to do fall camp. But then kind of there was like a period in July where I kind of turned the corner and started to feel, back to 100% health. So I'm ready to go.
You've obviously been a part of the program for so long, know the offense so well. Tell us about this year's offense, because there's some new players out there, some different looks out there that I'm sure you haven't seen. So tell us about this offense and how they've come together here in the fall camp, right?
Yeah, we obviously, like you mentioned, we got some new players, whether they are freshmen or, guys in the transfer portal. And, those guys some of them got here in the winter for spring ball, and then some kind of came over the summer. But they've done a phenomenal job learning the playbook and just kind of, working well with the quarterbacks, whether it's like, timing on routes, how they're running routes, stuff like that. But, we've been working, since January for this opportunity. So I don't think the offense is going to change too much, in regard to scheme. But there are going to be some things we're going to have to, change just because of Northwestern's defense.
With Northwestern's defense, they're pretty decent along the back line, and that. How do you feel about preparing against, those guys? And do you feel like you've got the chemistry going with a lot of new faces on the receivers?
Yeah, definitely have the chemistry going. I practice every single practice in fall camp, so there's nothing to worry about that. But Northwestern's D-line, linebackers, safeties, corners are all really good football players. They play in the Big Ten for a reason. We're gonna have to definitely play extremely well to get things going on the offensive side of the ball.
Brett, just with everything you've been through, have you thought about what it's going to be like just to actually take a snap in a Division I football game again?
Not really. That'll probably kind of be a in the moment type deal, but I haven't really thought about it too much. I'm more worried about today watching film and tomorrow's Tuesday practice.
Year one compared to year six, is there a different kind of excitement compared to years past? Starting the season out for you.
Yeah, yes and no. Year one, you're just so excited to be a college football player, and then I ended up starting versus Iowa, so that's definitely a moment I'll never forget for the rest of my life. And then this year is pretty special too, because there was probably a couple months there where I didn't think I was going to play again. So this one will be up there with year one in regard to how special it is.
Just how excited are you to get back on the field?
Yeah, I'm pumped, man. It was a long off season. A lot of time off the field. Didn't do a lot of spring ball, so this will kind of be, after fall camp, my first time getting back into everything since, the bowl game in December. So I'm thrilled. I know our team is thrilled. Our coaching staff is thrilled. We're just excited to go up to Northwestern to be able to show what we can do.
You start camp this year as one of the top-ranked defenses in the MAC, but still some parts to fill coming in. How has that process played out through fall camp, and how is it for however many times you've done it, been the old man on the team and getting these guys together on that side of the ball?
Yeah, it's been good. We've had a lot of guys that have come in, transfers, freshmen, even younger guys that were redshirt freshmen and sophomores last year that have shown what they can do throughout the entire camp. And then, obviously losing a couple guys to graduation in the portal, it's hard to, reestablish a brand new defense, the years after that. So it's been awesome to see what guys have been able to do, just showing what capabilities they have to contribute to this team throughout camp, and I think we've kind of settled down and figured out who our 11 guys are. We're going to be mixing and matching throughout the game, just based on personnel that Northwestern is going to give us. But, a lot of guys can show that they can go out there and make plays for us.
It looks like Northwestern running game has the potential for, really having that combination of power and speed. How do you feel about this defense's ability to, to counter that and get off the field, so to speak?
Yeah, Northwestern has a really good back. Porter, he can go. He's going to be a tough guy to bring down. And their O-line is, one of the better ones in the Big Ten, and they have shown significant improvement over the past couple of years. That entire program, and I think we have a lot of guys that can run around and fly around and do their job on the field. We need all 11 guys to do their job every single snap, and we can't have any mishaps when we go up there next Saturday. But if we fly around, make tackles, do our job, I think we can be really good.
Leading up to Saturday, what's this week's focus for you in the defense?
Yeah, we got to stop their running attack. They got a transfer quarterback, Mike Wright, who can fly around and use his legs very well. And same with the running back. He's a very good downhill power runner that's going to be tough to tackle, and he's shown that he's very elusive throughout the Big Ten and making guys in the Big Ten miss. And that's going to be a challenge for us. We got to be able to wrap up and bring them to the ground. And we're going to have guys that miss tackles, but it's about guys that are running to the ball. We need 11 hats to the ball and making sure we can get everybody there and bring them down.
Obviously, there's preparation involved, but being a season opener, you haven't seen any tape of this year's team on the other side for Northwestern. Do you enjoy kind of some of that backyard style that you get in that first week?
Yeah, because like you just said, you don't know teams' tendencies right off the bat, and it's hard because Northwestern has coordinators that are coming from all over the place. So it's it'll be fun seeing what they come out with, the first drive, because you're not really sure. You don't know what type of team they're trying to be this year. So it'll be a good experience for us, going through that first drive, coming off that first drive, making adjustments, seeing what we have to change. But for us, it's the same. Just we got to fly around. We got to get 11 hats to the ball. We got to create turnovers. We got to get them to third down and execute on third down. So, yeah, the adjustments will be, in game will be kind of tough, just seeing what they're trying to do, how they're trying to attack us. But for us, it's kind of the same.
We asked Brett what it would be like for him to get back out there and take a Division I snap. I know how tight you and Brett are and how that relationship has developed all these years at Miami. Tell me what it's going to be like for you and Brett to walk out on that field for the first game of this season, given the wars and the battles and everything else that you two have been through.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. I live with the kids, so I try to ask him how he feels every day, and he kind of just brushes me off a little bit. But I know just kind of how his facial expression, how excited he is to get back out there, and it's going to mean a ton for our team to see him back out there, leading our offense, leading our team. And we're just tremendously happy that he's being able to play another football game. But we've been through a lot. He's been through a lot, and it'll just be awesome, kind of just seeing our transition from 6 years ago to this year. It's kind of a full circle moment for both of us, being able to go out there and play one more season together.
You've got a lot of experience on the defensive side, but you're breaking in some new guys as well. What have you seen as far as the development of the new people, I guess especially in the secondary, heading into the season now?
Yeah, like I was talking about earlier, it's hard to gel every new year with, transfer guys coming in. But my focus is always to help the guys around me, before me. Since I came from the back end, I understand a little bit of what they're doing back there. So as much as I can help, get those guys to that point where they know what they're doing, and what helps our defense know what they're doing, can really be special. And They're doing really good, especially the back end when we're losing a couple guys back there. You got Eli Blakely, Cy Walters that are helping those young guys come up. Even a couple guys in our room like Oscar who plays nickel, who plays a little bit in the back end, Corbin. Continuing for those guys to help them even understand the defense more. Because we got some really smart linebackers, and if they can help share some wisdom each and every day, makes us a better team. So their progression from day one of fall camp to now has been tremendous, and I think we're going to be really good going into week one.